families may be reluctant to travel internationally with their kids, but with some planning and preparation, it can be the best time to start.
Yeah, what about bringing the whole family together to make memories abroad? Italy is calling, and it is the perfect place to experience food, culture, art, and faith. We have some experts with us here this morning. Margie Leno, she's the owner and travel advisor of Wonderland Family Vacations. Gerard Welch is from Colette Travel. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're talking about Italy today. Obviously, I think many people go to Italy for many different reasons. What is the draw, and why is it such an amazing place to visit?
Italy is easy to access, very friendly. Everybody wants to learn how to make pasta, and it's a nice place to take your kids.
I was about to say food.
Food.
Right? It's got to be number one for Italy is the food.
Food and wine.
And you just said, Gerard just said off air, that traveling with your kids could actually be better than traveling without your kids. And I did a spit take with my coffee. Because if you can convince me of that, why in the world? Because a lot of people like to go on vacation to escape that. So why is bringing the kids along or bringing the family along better?
Well, I think I'll just start off by just giving my personal experiences. I was privileged enough to travel the world at a young age. I think first trip I took was about 7, 8 years old, and I went to Belize, and then 12 I went to Costa Rica, 15 to Morocco. I lived in Paris for 6 months, for 8 locally at Western Michigan University. I did a study abroad program. And then fast forward in time, here I am 10 years in the industry. So traveling can make a huge impact on a child's life. And I believe I'm a pure example of that. And I've done tons of volunteer work at local schools in Missouri and across the nation during COVID, and has helped kids just learn about what exactly does that mean? Like, how does an itinerary work? How does hotels work? Transportation, the meals. So totally for it. If we can get more kids out there traveling the world, meeting new cultures, learning about the history. And, they're like, wow, the United States is a pretty young country once you start going to Italy, that, even Rome is like over 3,000 years old. There's tremendous positive attributes that a child will learn at a young age when they travel.
And kids are more resilient than we give them credit for, too. And I think this is also a great way to help them build resiliency, because you got to kind of roll with it a little bit when you're traveling. And let's talk about why 2025 is such an important year if you want to go to Italy, that maybe this is the time to go.
So you're talking about Rome and the Jubilee.
Oh, yeah.
The Jubilee comes around every 25 years. It is a big deal and very desirable place to go for religious and non-religious reasons. Things open up. They have a lot of activities, a lot of things that you can do during the Jubilee that you would not see otherwise. People worry about crowds during the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Rome will be crowded. We have kind of things that we do, and Colette helps us with reservations and tour guides so that you can go and see things that you want to do during this special time of the Jubilee.
Let's talk a little bit about your partnership with Colette. How does that work out? When somebody calls Wonderland, they're like, okay, Italy sounds wonderful. What's that partnership look like then?
Well, then we look at our tours and we talk to you about how you want to travel. If you have children, what your demographic is. If you want to go see just Rome, then that's one tour. If you want to go see northern Italy or southern Italy, it's hard to do all of Italy. It's a big country. And we match you to the perfect tour with Colette. And Colette knows what they're doing. They know the locations of the hotels and how convenient they are in the cities that you're in. For example, Florence, you can walk from the hotel.
Walkable sounds nice.
Yeah. And let's talk about the benefits of traveling, Colette, too, because it really is, you don't have to do a lot of work. Colette does a lot of the work for you.
Absolutely. We're a family-owned and operated company. We're the oldest tour operator since 1918. Put that, right at the end of World War I. Still ongoing. We partner up with travel advisors to make their jobs a lot easier. You have a lot of guests that will come and see a travel advisor. They'll ask, all sorts of questions: allergies, dietary needs, physical needs, language barriers, where the hotel's located, and our advisors tend to be experts in the field. My job is to help her be more knowledgeable over our products in Italy, for instance, where our hotels are located, to make it easier for our guests. We want them to walk outside their hotel, be right in the middle of the city, and find that mom and pop restaurant to try some delicious pasta or food. And our guides that we work with a lot of local guides. I don't think they get a lot of credit, but the local guides tend to be experts in the field. They tend to know the history locally, globally, even as a state level. We do have a tour director that stays with the guests at their hotel too. That's with them 24/7. But big picture, a lot of times, guests just, it might be their first trip going to Italy. Maybe they've been there 20 million times. I know myself, I've been probably at least 5 times. But it's just one of those destinations you can go again and again, and you can lean on your travel advisor and us to be there with you throughout the whole journey.
I love that.
Well, I'm going to say the travel guides, I'm going to give them props. I'm still friends with them. And I still speak with many of them that I've had on Colette trips. They are amazing.
There you go.
By far.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's an endorsement. So Colette, obviously you know what's inside. I love how you said learn the history, because we're talking about bringing your families along and what that does for your kids. Best history class ever. I mean, you don't have to read about it in a book. Go see the Parthenon. Go see these amazing things, the Colosseum and stuff. So let's give people maybe a phone number to look at.
There you go.
481-3463. If you're in home right now thinking, Italy sounds good, then maybe that's a number you could pick up. WonderlandFamilyVacations.com is the website for more info. Thanks so much for the time this morning, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.